everyone, this is the Mad Salvi letting you know that unless things are proven with Twitter posts and stuff like that and have actual proof behind it, treat everything in this thing as a theory. I will try to mark certain things as news and theory and everything like that to kind of let you guys understand, but also, you know, use a critical mind, and I hope you do enjoy. For those not in the know, Nijisanji Anycolor was at the booth at Comiket, or Comic Market. I believe it is Summer Comiket, I think it's what it's called, in Japan. And these are, you know, the photography that they did. Of course, this is probably like vendors and others a lot of times get to go in early. Vendor, media, etc. Doing this at the beginning. This is, you know, don't take this as it being their full thing. This is before people get in. This is basically so that media can take a picture of the booths without having like 5,000 people running through them. So yeah, and here we have same place a couple of hours later. So at least they're being honest. At least they're showing the full picture, which is what you should do. In fact, like in Anime Expo, the full picture was shown and they didn't have anything. And that is when you criticize them. Here, Comiket is a huge thing. From what I know, Comiket is always full. Comiket always has hours-long lines outside of the convention center to get into the convention center. It is a big thing in the summer for any anime fans / VTuber fans. It was congested foot traffic, or are they lined up for something? Edit spelling. Dude, stop with this jealous BS. Think he's been warned more than enough to stop. Well, the account was deleted by the user. It would be nice if the posts were too. Kind of afraid OP is gonna pop up again sooner or later. Generally, what the F is your end game here? You're spamming what are very obvious bad faith posts. Like, people are calling him out, and I like when people call them out. Like I said, I called this out immediately. This is disingenuous because this is a media. They go in before everybody does anything because they don't want to be, you know, swamped with everything. The convention center wants to show all of the beautiful things that are there without having to have hundreds of people and thousands of people running through. And Nijisi 104 booth also empty. This is also again probably early on, probably for media vendors, special, you know, people in the industry, like industry folks. This could very much be industry folks, or it could be very early in the morning as people are starting to roll in. You're still seeing some lines back there. You're still seeing some things back here. So this is like a media thing, so I'm not sure. And of course, like I said, here's a bigger picture so you can see the full thing. And here is other people taking a look at everything that Nijisanji is doing. Like I said, Comiket is so huge that, of course, people are going to be curious of what's happening with Nijisanji Anycolor. Nijisanji and Anycolor are super popular in Japan, so it's not unheard of, not crazy to see that this is happening in Japan. That they're getting views and they're getting stuff like that. It's not impossible to see that. And someone else posted differently sentiment from now proven false. Kind of coming off as spamming and baiting. Link me to it. A bit confused by your wording here, not gonna lie. They're saying, think you've already posted in here, but here, the guy has been posting a lot of misinformation and nor sources. Yeah, 200+ upvotes for a crop pic, only showing one of the tiny section of the booth. Yeah, Comiket is huge in Japan. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be packed. Just giving you that. I want to be fair. You know I criticize Nijisanji every single time. Every single day. But I want to be fair. I want to be fair with my criticisms. I don't want to be one of those people that's like all hate and, you know, creating things just to create more hate. On the merch that was being sold at Nijisanji's Comiket, the Sanbaka 3 Idiots merch, this is what it's called, is mostly still available. Not all of it is sold out. I believe these down here are sold out, or maybe that's what it means. A lot of it is still available. Of course, there's going to be some. But like updates on good sales, the account post stock info. Seems badges in the last towel are nearly out. So let's see here. The page of Lambda, only a few left. If you are considering purchasing, become to booth 2511. So they're selling out. They are selling out. They are actually doing, you know, some good sales, which is like, I'll give wins where wins are deserved. In Japan, they are very popular still. That they'd be more popular on JP side, especially Riza and Toko, who have numerous brand collaborations. Only time I heard about them is when I skimmed through the Niji wiki out of boredom. Toko has fallen out because Niji marketing sucks and the singer constantly collab with Suisei, whose cover of Aimers Re-Aim, Re-I-Am has more views than the official. I don't see Sanbaka as problematic or controversial, but probably the concert issues with Nico Nico's DDoS problem is probably what's causing things for them not being sold out. But still, they're selling well enough. And that is what Nijisanji wants, because remember, Nijisanji is a merch company that just has some VTubers on the side. It's been 3 months since Kunai's last stream. Of course, every single streamer deserves to be able to take a break, Hopefully it's not a self-suspension. Hopefully it's just a break. She has been in certain collabs here and there, so I don't think it's a suspension per se. I think she's just probably taking some time off, which is understandable considering the whole situation they've been in recently with EN. Maybe not feeling as driven to make content as you normally would because you're not seeing any kind of support from your agency, which is never good. We turning these posts into a monthly thing or anything. Hope she's doing all right. She hasn't posted in 3 months, but she has posted in her membership posts and her community posts. She said she paused memberships for the meantime because she understands people have money. They all the times they don't have money. She wants to be able to give them content for the money that they're spending, that type of thing. So I am very happy that she's doing that. Very happy that it seems, hopefully, she's doing well. Last stream was A Way Out alongside VV2. Last former known as Twitter post on PL account from August 1st states, just so y'all know I'm doing okay, just drifting around in my head all the time recently. Which means, yeah, there might be some, doubts going on in her head. Some negative emotions, which happens. It happens to me a lot as a small VTuber. You see numbers go down, you see things here and there happen, and people, start BSing about you, starting crap about you and things like that, or trolling you, etc. It affects you. You try not to do that. You try not to have it affect you, but it does. So I'm glad that she's taking a break. I'm glad that she's relaxing for a little bit and that she's having a good time. At least she's taking care of herself. /correction on more information that we've gotten. I have covered Taran Mikoshi from yesterday. It was a person who decided to game over, to send the game over message. Decided to do that IRL. And according to a big fan of them, they were not. There was the accusation that popped up of the CEO having improprieties happen and having, other type of, negative harassment and that kind of stuff happen to Taran. It says, or Taran, apologize for another post about this, but I don't want my Oshi to be remembered for something that never happened. She was not done that by React CEO or anyone else. There have been posts. This is why she committed blank. That was a rumor started on 4chan, so it was a 4chan rumor. Unfortunately, the only information I had when I made my first post was what was posted on here. Of course, I always correct things as more information comes about. I didn't know there was more information. No one would have known that there was more information. That's why people reacted the way that they did. Taran was angry for the fact that for React not supporting her. One of the reasons they fired her was for crying in a membership stream about how she was hard to work a part-time job just to pay for her music videos and outfits. I will never forgive React for how they handled this person says. But that's why she was upset at them. React firing her for that definitely did not help the situation, but she was dealing with some really dark demons already, and that just piled everything on. She had planned to do this in advance, and a small community of fans in JP and EN tried to convince her otherwise, since she had only 1 month left to re-debut on YouTube, cause of React's 6-month no-compete clause. And one fan even flew to Japan to try to save her, but it was too late. She was also outside a loving, supporting family that tried to help as well, but she walled everyone off. And the mental illness did not make her think clearly. I wish she would have slept after her last 24-hour stream, so she would think clearly, but alas. That type of deep, dark chasm that you enter, you don't think about these things. You don't think about anything other than, just no longer suffering. I know, I've been there recently, around March or so, I was in there because of things that happened out of my control. Because of what people were saying about me out of my control, I felt that way. So I definitely can understand why. And people are like, oh, why didn't you go to this? Why didn't you go to that? That's not something you think about when you're in that place. That is not something you think about. That is not a thought that goes through your head. Oh, I have loving family. Oh, I have a loving community. That thought does not go in your head. You're just in that deep, dark pit. I have her full archive, even the deleted last Twitchcast, Twitcast, which is another thing. It's like a Twitter style thing, but it's like, actual streaming. I don't know. It's one of the weird things. I know what she said. It's very popular in Japan, by the way. What she didn't, she was kind soul with a big heart and big smile. I'm going to miss her every day. Her goofy, enduring streams, how joy she had singing for us, her unique laugh. She was a shining light in a dark world, gone way too young. So please remember the good times and not for what ended up happening, of course. And I pray that mental illness is taken more seriously in Japan in the future so people like Taran can find the help they deserve. And that is what I agree with. I agree with that sentiment 100%. It is depressing. I don't know her, but I wish her family can get through this. Asian culture laws need some serious reform. Not only Asian culture, Latino culture, like I'm a part of, also has that issue. A lot of cultures aren't, especially if you're a man or, just an adult, deal with it. You're an adult, going through going through the mental help is like showing weakness to them. It's a weird thing that happens. It's not right. It's not right. It's not, shouldn't happen, but it's a mental thing that happens. But this is the correction on that now that we have more information. Dokibird has had her little moment, of course, recently, unintentionally, of course, because, you know, she doesn't like getting into drama or any of that kind of stuff. She ended up being a fourth wheel, third wheel, whatever it was, to just getting side blasted by freaking somebody, shooting their shot, and then getting shot down. So here's the thing going on here. We have, of course, her saying, you know, that thank you for joining, thanks to the things that were going on. And, you know, it's basically, I never thought that it would be this way, never thought that it would go that far. And then also the Stephanie, the person that was doing it, this is all their stuff that they've been doing. And of course, the responses are all memes, because of course it's going to be memes. And that's always wonderful. It's always wonderful. Yeah, the music is copywritten. That's why there's no music behind it. But it does happen. It does happen where you have those moments pop up. And fortunately, unfortunately, whatever you want to call it, you have it blow up more than you ever expected. Now getting to the actual comments here, we're going to go the whole fourth wheel aside. Seeing the chain of Doki reacts to the BGM, and suddenly one of the random gif of shocked cat made me chuckle for some reason. Yeah, some people making memes out of that shock gif she did. A lot of people making memes out of that shock gif she did. Saw someone describe the stream, and she was actually very good sport about it. She explained that the three of them are good friends, and even said the DC wasn't on purpose, but the common occurrence with their friend's internet. I think she said any donations would go to buying a friend a new PC, or a better PC, since they didn't have a good one. They had a potato PC, and I think they were playing Apex on PS4, so they're working on potato graphics and potato everything. Y'all understood the assignment and all passed successfully. I'm so proud of every person who posted a reaction image and a GIF. So yeah, it's good times. Good times that these things happen. 2 weeks ago, Nexas lost their first member after 3 months. Neither they nor the CEO made an official statement, retweeted replies under that tweet. And I covered this. Lumiora Lumen of Nexas announces her immediate graduation. It was a difference of direction, and they just needed to take care of themselves. They didn't feel okay with the direction everything was going. They didn't feel, you know, I guess maybe not supported per se, but it was, from what they've said, it was, there was no way for me to stay with you all I promised I would have. Basically, it was personal reasons. Well, take that, you can take that to be actual reasons, with personal disagreements. Other reasons, you can take it as whatever you want, but they said personal reasons, so I'll just take it at face value. 3 months away from my prediction. In fact, I'm going to guess more than one of the Nexus victims just streaming at bare minimum to fulfill the contract. 2 members, Alvin, Usher, and Noah, haven't streamed since June, although I found a reply in a comment I made under the original post, and both of them are busy with life. I won't be surprised if either both graduate. The thing is, I'll just make sure people know, when it comes to Nexus, they're more of a like VTA, Vtuber Talent Academy, than Nijisanji has, kind of like a school. And that's why they treat their people the way that they do, in the sense that they don't give support until you've graduated or until you've gotten a little bit higher. Still seems like an off thing to me, personally, but I am not a business owner. Well, I am a business owner because this technically is a small business what I run here. But I am not an agency owner. I am not someone who knows the ins and outs of these types of things. So I don't know if it's normal to have in those type of academies or not. But that is one of the reasonings I've been hearing behind them not supporting, is that they're more of an academy. They're there to teach you certain aspects of what you're doing and how to make it better, but they're not going to be giving you the full support like an agency will. It says, unfortunately, that's what happens when the entire thing about a company's one big battle royale. Sadly, clearly didn't get a very big following or big enough, and was left out to dry, which happens a lot. The company openly said they will only support the successful VTubers and everyone else on their own. Dumb question, but what agency is this? It's Nexus. It's the agency that works on that Annie Live app, I believe it is. It is bound to happen. There's going to be more. Whenever you do any of these things, whenever there's any of these kind of like agencies that have it more like a school or an academy or what have you, you're going to have a lot of people drop out, because that's what happens. Even in normal agencies, you have a lot of people drop out. Competition is tough nowadays. It's going to happen. All right, I try to give you guys a little bit of news from everywhere. This is Holostars news at this moment. It is Izuru from Holostars' original music video featuring Kakamerin. Kakamerin is the twin sister of Len, who is also Vocaloid. They're both Vocaloids. Of course, I'm not going to be able to put everything here, because every single Vocaloid song I've ever done Every single Vocaloid song I've ever put on any stream or anything like that gets me immediately copyright struck. So, you know, what I might do is do something like this. And just let you know, Izuru channel here, One Arm's Reach from Laika featuring Kagami Lean. It seems to be that Izuru is also is a PL for a Holostars person, and they did recently a Vocaloid music video, which is what you're seeing here. It's not that the Holostars was in the video per se. They just made the music video. They produced it. They, you know, created it, whatever you want to call it. One Arm's Reach from Laika featuring Kagami Rin. And here we go with, you know, all the original music video. The original key was here. It's the key 2 no master, key 4 plus no master, all that kind of stuff going there. Rin's version of this song is absolutely adorable, and seeing her with your outfit makes it even more cute. So yeah, they did it with their outfit and having Rin do the whole thing. So it is not a bad thing. It is not bad for them to do this. And it is cool to see that someone in Holostars is able to still do what they want to do as a side project. Of course, this wouldn't be something that they would do inside of Hololive because it doesn't really involve any Hololive people at all. But it's nice to see overall, as you see the visuals in the background. Holostars member, Vocaloid producer, like I said, original song. This was for an original song he published back in June of last year that never had a music video until now. So that's a little bit of the background of the whole situation. This is a bit of a meme thing. It's funny that YouTube still pushes these things because, of course, Nijisanji still does not get rid of Selene, even though they terminated her unceremoniously and they made her, you know, want to unalive, and they made all those things happen. It's just a meme at how incompetent they can be. They did not nuke everything Selene. Is there a way to block the channel on YouTube? There is, of course. And, of course, you know, that is just the weirdness of Nijisanji overall. We're having another little meme thingy. Bonus points if they hit you with that is not an honest way to engage with an issue. You go, when I'm defending Nijisanji competition, I'm in a defending Nijisanji competition, my opponent opens with, don't get me wrong, I hate Nijisanji just as much as anyone here. Or it says a lot about what this sub has developed into. And it's like, oh, that using that meme a lot. Anyone who doesn't know that meme, that is her, well, it's of course a deep fried meme of her reaction of hearing someone get shot down IRL in 4K in Apex Legends recently. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to give some love to VTubers like the love has been given to me. This community has given so much to me, and I want to give something back. Share the love, as I always say. Here is a VTuber, Minamingsu, who yesterday was doing Deep Space Love, I think is what it's called. They are a shy person, but I'd be happy if you talk to me. Also want to improve my English and my awkwardness. They are a Malaysian VTuber. I'd like to try doing that through streaming. I like to play cozy games, especially farming games, and to unwind from a long day at work. Current games are Sunhaven, Palia, and more coming soon. So let's take a look at one of the recent things that they did.
I went streaming with the expectation that nobody's gonna watch anyway, and because I'm just replaying the main story, which probably a lot of people already know. But apparently I have 2 people, like real people and not bots, actually chatting with me. I was a bit awkward though.
I'll be there soon.
That's always wonderful. No matter what size you are, having even one person, I don't care if I'm huge or not, or small or not. If I have at least one person there interested in what I'm doing and watching and listening, it lightens up my day. It just makes my day so much brighter. Every single person. When you're small, you appreciate every single person. You don't care if it's 1 or 100. You're just happy that they're there. And I'm glad that she's showing that for her community as well. And she has her regular YouTube channel, which she hasn't really posted very much on. She's a webcomic creator, and she's on hiatus. That's why there's not a lot of things going on here. But she seems to be posting occasionally on Twitch. She has her VODs channel, where she has 6 videos out there, and she's getting more views there. Just want to put a little bit of a spotlight, a little bit of a showcase on these people because they deserve all the views, they deserve all the love and attention. And I hope that this VTuber Showcase helps you along in your journey to get to know more people and to grow the wonderful community that you want to grow. Thank you again for being a part of the VTuber Showcase, Minamingsu. Thank you so much for watching today and taking a look at all the VTuber news that we had on this wonderful day. My socials are down below, and you can take a look at those. You can comment down below, which also I love. Let's have this conversation. Let's have whether you like it, agree with me, don't agree with me. Have that conversation down below. Like and subscribe, and all that other fun stuff that YouTube usually asks you to do. Appreciate you. See you guys next time.